And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates.
Son Heung-min! Hits off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Yaya Toure. Gabriel. York! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Getting this one clear. Palmer. For a third of the match. He's good for goal! Decent hits on target. Well played. That has snuffed out danger. Timber. Looking for the run. Take. Is he in? Dixon. Back here, probably the best option. Passing is crisp and sharp. That looks a decent ball. And he's in on this, and the shot! And he's something clear. Oh. Pass has been well intercepted. Well, there's a look, says it all. A piercing stare.
Made it look a bit predictable.
Stone cuts it out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Dixon. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Foot in. That is a great pick-out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And smartly reclaimed. Couldn't squeeze it through. Quality ball. Vardiol. And it's Yaya Toure. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to...
Goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have our breakthrough.
And talk about...
And he's decided to go for it. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Gabriel. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Rodri. Chelsea still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gabriel. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Timber. Timber going full tilt down the left. He steps in, and that's the end of that. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Van der Vaart clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Makalele gets over and intercepts. Shoots!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he get it through? Well, they've got it again. Timber. And Makalele. And it's Yaya Toure. Knocks it into space.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Five minutes left on the clock. Van der Vaart.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Palmer
There will be 3
is on the finish! And that certainly packed a punch. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Just a quick announcement.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, here's the audaciously talented Jack Wilshere, Jim. Now, here's a guy with exceptional ability.
And heart. I mean, some of the very best have praised
York! And we have our very first corner. De Ligt can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Joao Felix. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's decided to go for it. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! It's there! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And back out it comes. Out again for a throw-in. In by Rooney. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's gone for goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Rice brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Over to the left. And it's Palmer. Palmer will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that pass isn't the best. Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
A probing pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Van der Vaart. Chance for a shot! Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Gascoigne.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Looking for the run. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
The message is clear, none shall pass. It'll be a throw-in. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Palmer. That's a shade optimistic. It's a searching pass. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Palmer. That is a great... And he's had a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
York really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Wilshere. Now it's Joao Felix. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. The ball is loose and the chase is on. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's managed to get free. Decent chance!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Dixon. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Great chance! Saka! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Adams. Knocks it into space. Saka. Palmer. And the finish! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Just 5 minutes left. Haaland. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Plays a sharp little ball here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
2 added minutes has
He's
been
picked his way through. Chance! And he's found the net! They have stolen level at the last! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
If you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you reckon? Son Heung-min! Adams gets rid without sophistication. And it's Serginho. And here's Batistuta. And he's straight offside. He shifted it to the flank. And this is Roberto Baggio. Shevchenko. And it's bounced back off the post. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Messi. Vinicius Junior. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Oh, it's terribly wayward. Makaleli. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. Raul. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And this is Raul. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Now it's Villa. Shot could be on.
Las Vegas Lights are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to play it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Thuram.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's Baggio. To Thuram. Roberto Baggio. And it's Makaleli. And it's Baggio. And he's there to belt it away. Batistuta. Looking for the run. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Las Vegas Lights can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he was quick to react. Baggio carries the ball down the right. Now it's Yamal. And this is Roberto Baggio. Tries a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Corner number 2 then. Yamal with the short one. That's going to go a long way. And now they can spring out of defence.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. He's in a good... Can he finish? No mistake! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Vinicius Junior! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 10, Shevchenko. Number 22, Baggio. Number 19, Jamal. Coming on the field, number 20.
Tries to pass it through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Corner number 3 coming up. Up he goes! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Now that's well seen too. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Corner number 4 coming up here. Cleared away. He's having a go. He's beaten the keep. It's a goal. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Raul. Now, can they get him away? Thuram. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Las Vegas lights.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Distributed tidily. Roberto Baggio. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that... Applies the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Nesta. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Costa Curta. And it's Son Heung-min. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that has not gone well. Yaya Toure. Pass is just off target. No goals as yet. Thuram. Now, can they get him away? Nice control. Shevchenko! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Played back in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shapes to shoot! It's in for the pieces! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, that's a key interception.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Costa Curta. And it's Yaya Toure. Makaleli. Makaleli is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No, that's been intercepted. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Roberto Baggio. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now that looks a decent ball. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And now,
Well, after
please
45
come
minutes, it
forward
is
to the screen
still
for
goalless.
special
A change
presentation
perhaps
featuring
after
our
half-time.
best performers today. Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again.
Las Vegas Lights are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Baresi. And Serginho looking to play him in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nesta. Cannavaro. Now Costa Curta. Son Heung-min. Costa Curta. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's well spotted. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. He's in a great position here. He's got away. Plenty to aim at. Shoots! It's bounced back off the post. And a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Otto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. Roberto Baggio. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness. He won't be happy with that one. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Chance for a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Yaya Toure certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He has found the way through. And the finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Azar. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read. Conte. Looking for options for movement. Costa Curta.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Haaland.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? And that's played in low. Great chance! They've done it! Finally the breakthrough.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here.
Decent chance! Goal! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Goes for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Chance, surely!
Added minutes has been
Oh,
indicated.
denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Barcelona awarded another corner. So, third corner of the game. Son Heung-min. And that's a goal kick. Serginho tries to pass it through. Can he get on the end of this? And that is as far as it goes. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Hello attendees. This
Your
is
reflections
a
then, Jim.
Children's
Las Vegas Lights
announcement.
desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Kindly
Decidedly
contact
flat.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Keane is making a start here. Batistuta shapes this, and it's hit the woodwork and out. He's delivered all right.
Once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Italy are already in the game. They didn't envisage that. Tonali is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Di Marco is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know. They have every right to be.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass to, did he?
Now it's Maradona.
Italy are really in a position where patience and prudence are best. Time's on their side.
It's Di Maria! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Di Maria. Here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Messi. Di Marco goes sliding in. Great vision. Now it's Di Marco. Lisandro Martinez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. McAllister, and it's Maradona. He's in space and looking for options. He's found a way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Messi gets into a good position. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Locatelli. Now Costa Curta. It's a pretty loose pass. Batistuta. Neatly clipped into space.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Roberto Baggio. And we hit half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the
Keane!
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Up he goes! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Di Marco. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Baggio. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he cuts out the supply. Cannavaro. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Locatelli. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run, and he's cut it out.
Italy really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the shot! Dispatched clinically. There seemed no way back, but they are level. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time.
And Batistuta! Oh, well spotted, had to be at his very sharpest there. Argentina with the corner, they're first. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's intervened well there. Well, what about it? Italy are taking this to full distance. Terrific stuff. That is a brilliant interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Keane. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Tonali. And he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 14.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Number 20. Lasalso.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Calafiori.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Has been indicated.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's come to nothing. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
On how to find your way around this stadium. Substitution for Argentina. Number 9, Batistuta. Coming on to replace
Stern
him.
test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Now it's Lo Celso. Plays it across. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Di Marco. Tonali. Now, can they get him away? And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Molina. And that has found him in acres of space. And it's skewed away. Molina just loves to go forward whenever he can. Aimed beyond the defence. And there's green grass ahead of him. Shot at goal! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Half-time, extra time.
Just a quick request.
Italy come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution for Argentina. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field is...
And we're off for the final time.
Fernandez.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Bullish header! And he thumps it clear.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 7, Rodrigo de Paul.
Molina picks it up out wide.
Number 21.
That has been knocked clear. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Locatelli. Dink through. Oh, chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done.
Shoots! It's a goal! Stoppage time approaching! Is that the final act? Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Argentina give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under...
And that's that. Italy have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Italy really...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, as you can, and it's been given away. Mohamed Salah. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Roberto Baggio. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Hernes. Now it's Eto'o. Mohamed Salah looking to get on the end of this. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Eto'o. Roberto Baggio.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been in for the pieces!
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Madrid are looking to go forward now. That's been cut out, well played. And he's there to get it away. Quality ball. And here's Yamal. He's tried one! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Thuram. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out to the right. And it's Baggio. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick. Hernes looking for the run, and he's worked it through. Makalele gets over and intercepts. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick request today for
so your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Las Vegas Lights have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And it's Baggio. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Son Heung-min, and he shoots!
Las Vegas Lights are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Knocks it into space. Buffon is there to clear. Hernes. Can he get on the end of this? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Yamal. Can he get it through? Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Can he finish? Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Nesta. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Hernes.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And Shevchenko! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, what about that? Save the best for last. Mohamed Salah at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Las Vegas Lights, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Italy have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
That has ended up in no man's land. A probing pass, dink through, look at shoots! Goal, Italy! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cannavaro. Now Costa Curta. Looking for options for movement. And the shot's on here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Forlan.
Las Vegas Lights really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that was nowhere near his best. Roberto Baggio. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Italy trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Cannavaro has been given a red card for the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well read, nice interception. That is good alertness. And now they can clear their lines. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Can he get it through? Piqué calmly anticipates. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Son Heung-min. Makaleli. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Thuram. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Reflections on the first half?
Las Vegas Lights are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
And the action is back away.
Las Vegas Lights can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Shapes to shoot! It's a loose ball. Danger averted for now. Can he get on the end of this? And he cuts out the supply. He has found the way through. And a shot! Cleared without complication. Now it's Forlan. That is a great pick out. Costa Curta. And he's forced to go back. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Thuram. Your impression so far, Jim?
Las Vegas Lights are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not...
He's tried one! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Costa Curta. Well, that has not gone well. Looking to play him in. Nesta. Thuram. Roberto Baggio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Thuram. Somewhat off target. Now he's got space here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Makaleli. Piqué cuts out the pass. Time and again they are repelled. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. Guardiola. Guardiola! Oh, and that should have been two.
Guardiola really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Italy with the corner, they're first. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Italy have their second corner now. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Italy clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's the shot! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Looking tidy in possession here. And he can clear it away. And it's Baggio. And that is the last effort of the game. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right play.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Yaya Toure, and Yaya Toure! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yaya Toure is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Nesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And that is a little undercooked. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball if he can get there. No, it's come to nothing. Tries to get it clear. Love Roberto Baggio! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Roberto Baggio clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Batistuta gets it clear. Thuram. Look at the space here.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's through and shot a goal! It's there! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
No way through. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And he's managed to gift it back. Tries to pass it through. Ah, it looks a good ball through. Batistuta! He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Batistuta.
Las Vegas Lights can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Out towards the flank. Oh, that's well spotted. But that has not gone well. Knocks it into space.
That was lovely, that.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Kimmich, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Las Vegas Lights really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That is ended up in no man's land. Alcantara. Makalele with the slide tackle there. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Buffon getting this one clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Son Heung-min. Roberto Baggio. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Costa Curta. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's there to make the challenge. Shevchenko goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion.
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Here's a chance! And he's done very well to deal with it.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He rises! And it's come back out to him. And he should have made it 4.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that has been knocked clear. Liverpool are looking to go forward now.
4 added minutes has been
Confirmation
indicated.
that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Batistuta. Yaya Toure. Well read, nice interception. Makaleli. Yamal gets into some space. Oh, shooting chance! And that may well be that. That is that. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
And now,
Shevchenko,
please
happy to
judge
bask in the
screen
accolades from
special
all around.
presentation
The
featuring our
stage
guest
most
performers.
certainly his. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Las Vegas Lights definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for the game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, that's well spotted. Son Heung-min. And this is Shevchenko. Yamal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Now it's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Wriggles his way through. Roberto Baggio! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! A finish right from the top draw! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Number 22.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Son Heung-min. And there's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Surely now! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another...
Chance for a shot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Son Heung-min. Approaching the half-hour mark. And this is Lewandowski. Yaya Toure. Well-timed, excellent interception. Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. And Shevchenko! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Lewandowski. Decent chance! And the pass is intercepted. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're just settling back into this second half. Yamal gets into a good position. Yamal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
He's tried one! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Roberto Baggio. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Here's the header! It's loose. That's another chance. Just cruising. They are cruising. And they are pulling clear here. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Punched away. It's anyone's ball now. He's free, and again! And that was very necessary. Timber cuts out the pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Spread out to the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's going to go a long way. Brilliantly cut out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Las Vegas Lights clearly should have gone for the easier...
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Yamal. Platini. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Alcantara has been sent off for that incident. The referee showed no hesitation in getting out a straight red card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Van Balten cuts it out, and it's Batistuta. Thuram. Oh, it's this idea, but the execution was lacking. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a wide position. Yaya Toure. Now Costa Curta. Time added on 4 minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Roberto Baggio taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Messi, aimed beyond the defence. Pass is just off target. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well,
and the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Raul, and that's been intercepted.
that was well played, well stopped.
But they've got it again.
Las Vegas Lights really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Costa Curta. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
David Villa is onto this. Now, can they get him away? Can he get on the end of this? Yamal, he has found the way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. Yamal. And the ball is out of play. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it tries from a long way out. He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Rijkaard.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Thuram. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Las Vegas Lights can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Played into space. Yaya Toure. Now Costa Curta. And it's Baggio. Makaleli. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's anyone's ball now. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Raul goes on a charge down the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Yamal! They've scored! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
And real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Shevchenko.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Cristiano Ronaldo gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
Now, that's what you call a luxury addition, to be able to summon someone of this caliber.
It's Basho! Oh, screamer! A finish right from the top draw. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Messi, delicate ball, and the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. He's on it. Can he get away?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yamal! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Yamal. Looking for the run. Good ball. It's Cristiano! Oh, crossbar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Cristiano Ronaldo really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Yamal claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Yamal! Against the crossbar! Shoots! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Yamal. Looking for options for movement.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. David Villa. Now, can they get him away? Raul has it in a wide position. Roberto Baggio. So we're still where we started right now. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. David Villa. Yaya Toure. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And a chance!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Toure does really well to win the ball there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yaya Toure. And Yamal. Makalele. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Raul. Barcelona do have a chance to... And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again.
Las Vegas Lights clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not...
He's had a shot! Well now, oh, he's been caught now. Yamal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right,
it creates more chances.
Thuram. And it's Makalele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior. And here's Batistuta. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
David Villa. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Las Vegas Lights really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Chance, surely! Roberto Baggio.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Batistuta. And here's Messi. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, important interception. And we have our very first corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number 20, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Real chance! Oh, what has happened here? And again! Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance.
Barcelona surely have to be commended.
Oh, smashing header! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Oh, that's fabulous. Elects to cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And it's Rijkaard. Messi purring through the gears.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Vinicius Junior. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Chance for a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Please turn your
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Goes looking wide. And that'll be a goal kick. Makaleli. And it's Thuram. Yamal. Tries to pass it through. Camavinga gets into a good position.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Closing in on goal. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a poor throw, that. Picked off with relative ease. And it's Valverde. Now it's Kane. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yaya Toure. He's in plenty of space here. He's going for goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Costa Curta. Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now, can they get him away? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Baggio pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. There could be trouble here, and he's found a way past. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that is a nice touch. Makaleli. Now it's Yamal. It's a promising position. Shevchenko. Shoots! He's delivered all right! First blood drawn. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Nesta to Thuram, nicely spread. Roberto Baggio, now it's Yamal, he's found a way through. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, nicely intercepted. Alcantara. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Now it's Yamal. And it's Baggio. Baggio will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. 60 minutes played. Oh, it's come loose. Caicedo has been caught there, it's a foul. Roberto Baggio did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And he cuts out the supply. And it's with the keeper. Buffon chooses to deal with it himself. And the pass is intercepted. Caicedo. Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Baggio.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chance! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
It's a goal kick. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Son Heung-min. And there's the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Son Heung-min really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Yaya Toure. And it's lofted through here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Thuram. Looking for the run. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Nesta. And there goes the final whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Son Heung-min voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Son Heung-min! It's hit the crossbar. And it's Makalele. He's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Makalele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Thuram calmly anticipates. Roberto Baggio. Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Hakimi is there, and he can get that clear. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Now it's Pedri. Deftly away. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers... Oh no, what has happened here?
That's just playing it safe and simple. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So it is still 0-0. Vinicius Junior quietly revving up. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's made its way to him. He's in a great... And Owen! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Kaka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Nesta knocks it into space. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Las Vegas Lights may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full, and it should spur them on.
An engrossing half, but with... He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Son Heung-min going full steam ahead. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And no, that was never going to make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their...
Shapes to shoot! It's an inviting looking ball, that. Borussia Dortmund have it back and can go again. And it's gone back to the keeper. Thuram. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to thread one through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. Now it's Yaya Toure. And it's been played through. There's the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. And it's Baggio. Yamal receives it in a wide position. He's got away.
Las Vegas Lights really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's run loose here. Son Heung-min! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Son Heung-min clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. Baggio finds himself offside.
Substitution on the field, number 22.
So there's going to be another change here. Mbappe coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Probing pass. And this is Ronaldo. Great big chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And when the manager called on him, So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
On public transportation today, please
Thrilling,
watch the
nail-biting,
screen
perhaps
for train times
frustrating
from
until
all
the
local
very
major
end,
stations.
but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid...